back. Sportscast. Make sure you guys check us on iTunes. Again, download the show. Leave a review. Rate it. Leave 5 stars. Also on iHeartRadio. Subscribe to our station. Our SoundCloud. Also on YouTube, Stitcher Radio. Just Google Sportscast and you guys, everything will show up. You guys can check out our Sportscast store. Get a t-shirt, sweatshirt today. They are available, women's and men's sizes. As again, all the money goes to support the show, so thank you there. And again, shout out to Fireman's Brew. I know Renee is. Did you take a picture earlier and tweet?
I did, yeah. I put it on our
Instagram
and our Twitter.
There you go. Such a good man. Renee drinking his Fireman's Brew over there. We've got Knocker in his USC jersey back in the house. Steve-O's with us as well. Knocker, we're going to get to a little bit of Wildwood Sports, and then I want to get to all the college football stuff. We've got a lot to talk to. So first, let's round the world of sports here and see what's going on around the world as we do here on the show. Here we go.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
Renee, if you can get this ready for me. Knock, did you, I know you're not a big college basketball guy, but did you see this play last night? We had Kansas versus Kansas State last night, rivalry game. Do you know did you see this, Steve? No, now check this video out, Knocker. Now, you've played basketball. Now, you know what a travel is, right?
Of course.
Okay. Let me know by watching this video.
Is this the 4 or 5 step one I heard about?
This is yes. To win the game against Kansas State here, Knocker. Is that not a travel? He literally walks 5 steps. He starts, picks up the ball there.
Yeah. Well, that's only 2 on that shot. They don't pick it up on the close.
Right, but if you look at the far shot, that's 4 steps, Knocker.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Now, Kansas State hadn't won in Lawrence since 2006. They were 13.5-point dogs in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Game is tied at this point, and the refs allow this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes to show that
He made $5,000 though.
that's kind of my point.
What?
Like,
You might have.
No, there's a reason me and you, as much as we love the sport of basketball, I can't stand to watch it for this reason right here.
Yeah.
It's because
I
the
agree.
referee determines so much of the game. It's every time down you could call something any way you want, and that decided the game, and it wasn't even replayed.
No, there was talk about having replay, be able to go and do replay on this.
Well, it's
I heard that shit
on a
today.
game-
You
I'm going,
have to.
On a
you
game
can't
winning-
because you'd be doing it every possession.
No,
I mean,
only on a
it would
game-winning
kill the
play.
game.
On a game-winning play at the end of the game.
Would you not agree, though, Steve, that basketball is it's almost become a joke because the referees control the game so much?
I'll tell you what. I was at dinner with the coach about 3 years before he passed.
Okay.
And I actually had a chance to bring it up. I told him, I said, basketball is the most anticlimactic game there is.
Mm-hmm.
I said, how about you do last 4 minutes, a foul is 3 shots. Last 3 minutes, it's 4 shots. Last 2 minutes, it's 5. Something like that, where it accelerates.
Something toward the last minute of the game is not a half hour because
so
it's
the
just
game
fouls.
actually plays through.
Yes.
The foul actually.
Instead of it being determined on free throw shooting, it's actually determined on play.
He goes, I know, I get what you're saying, but you can't do it. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's
but
just,
I go, it's just that
it is.
last
It's
2
asinine.
minutes is an hour.
It is, and that's one of the reasons me and Knocker, we
And
don't.
there's no basketball being played.
There isn't, and it's one of the reasons I will never bet on basketball because it's just a joke. I mean, you're playing basically for free throws at the end of the game for your betting man.
Right.
It's just a call like this is just the reason why. If you're Kansas State, man, come on. Is that not? I mean, that's blatantly obvious travel, and you don't call it.
Agreed. Yeah.
Let him play.
I think let him play. Moving on here. Knocker, just a big shout out to golf. Golf is back. We got the SBS Tournament of Champions playing this weekend, so we're going to see Spieth. Day is going to be out there. Patrick Reed, Matsuzamu is going to be out there. So it's going to be a great weekend of golf. I know me and you haven't played for a couple months here.
It's been too long.
We need to get back to it. So golf is back. Also, Knocker, you saw this clip. Did you see the Minnesota coach, Tracy Clavies or Clays? Whatever you want to say, the Minnesota coach.
Talk about a fall guy.
He says, I won't be up here freezing my ass off, so you all enjoy your winter as he's walking out, because we know they let him go after, 10 of his players were indicted for sexual assault charges or something.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell happened up there. It's just
their football program
has
just went down the hill.
Why hatchet him?
Yeah.
He wasn't in the room.
But way to go out, right? I mean,
I
just told him off.
Nice win, though.
Nice
win
win
over Washington State.
And lastly here, throw up the one more time. Throw up the Ronda Rousey thing. Because, Knocker, We watched this. I mean, this is the most pathetic thing I've seen in a while in a sport of boxing. We're actually paid for. I didn't pay for it. People paid for this.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't even look like she tried. And if you're her trainer,
Hey, for $3 million, whatever, man, I'm out.
right, Knocker. But as far as if you're Rousey, I mean, I don't know how you could come back as far as not even in boxing, but in a public spotlight when you got embarrassed this bad.
Mm-hmm. Very tough. She hit her face after the first loss to Holly Holm.
She's not a
This is
boxer.
bad.
She's not.
She's a grappler.
She's
Yeah.
she's a grappler, and we saw what Holly Holm did, and she got knocked out in this one. I mean, I should just I knew she was going to get her ass beat, and I regret never putting money on me. I mean, and Rouse was favored in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yes. She's favored in Vegas in this fight. I know. Yeah, she was
48?
48 seconds. Yeah, she's 48 seconds. Unbelievable. So,
Wow.
yeah, ridiculous. All right, Knock, let's get into it, man. Big weekend of college football. We saw one of the greatest games probably ever in the Rose Bowl you're going to see here between USC and
Highest
Penn State.
scoring.
Highest scoring game ever.
Yep.
USC
103
comes
years.
back. Sam Darnold looks like the next greatest thing to come ever to USC. They're calling him the
Anywhere.
greatest. Yeah, they're calling him maybe the greatest quarterback USC has ever had at this point. What are your thoughts here on the Rose Bowl, on the two playoff games, and leading into the championship game? Give me your thoughts.
Well, I thought the Rose Bowl was just awesome. Very well played. Both of those teams showed that, Penn State showed that winning your conference means something. They should have been in the playoff as opposed to Ohio State. We saw what Ohio State did on the huge platform. But you got to give it to both of them. I applaud all the seniors on the Penn State roster who were there when the
Class
sanctions-
act.
Right, who were there when the sanctions were levied against Penn State. They had no idea how long the sanctions were going to be. They had no idea how long that they were going to be, barred from everything, what have you, and they chose to stay. I'm not blaming the guys that left because that's a personal decision, right? At that time. And I don't blame them at all. But for the ones that stayed, to have the opportunity to play in this game and show so much poise, so much pride, so much fight,
Class.
just a class. What Penn State you thought they were before the scandal.
Yeah.
They are now.
Well, you knew who they were.
Right. I love that coach. This is the coach that built the
Franklin
Vanderbilt.
from Vanderbilt.
Yes,
Yeah.
built the Vanderbilt program
James
into
Franklin.
2 10-win seasons at Vanderbilt. Try doing that. That's never going to happen again. And he's all about the players. He's all about class and dignity.
Not
and
only
doing
big
it
game
the
for
right
Penn State, but I mean
way.
almost for both schools.
Yeah.
Enormous.
Yeah, they
know?
both went through
Yeah,
sanctions.
SC
Yeah, I
Through
mean,
their
both of them have
sanctions
had
also.
their hardships the last 5 years, and it's just whether win or lose. I mean, I think it was such a big win. I think it was a big win for USC to win that than Penn State. I see as far as their programs go, I think it was bigger for USC because if USC loses that game, it's more questions.
Yep.
Well,
Can they win the big one still? I think for
if
Penn
they
State,
don't-
it's like, man, you just had a hell of a season. You went up against USC basically at home. USC's at home at that game.
Yep.
And they took them to the wire. So, I mean, I think it's a bigger win
And
for
they were
USC.
peaking, too.
Yeah.
If USC had lost by the 14 points, yes. Had they lost in overtime, then no.
No big deal.
Right.
No big deal. They came back.
So
they showed their mettle.
Are the Rams interviewing Franklin?
It's a good point, man. If you're an NFL coach right now, why not? He's got to be one of your top guys.
He might be, but I don't think he's going anywhere. I just don't think he's going anywhere right
We're
now.
just looking for something.
I
man.
know, really, we are.
But, you know what? But kudos to them. Kudos to Penn State. Kudos to USC. To just, the emotion. The emotion after that game is something that you haven't seen at USC for 6-7 years.
So
Under different
are the
fans,
Trojans back?
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Yeah.
they're back. Absolutely, they
I
now
mean,
have
Steven,
their depth.
you're flush in that school. You go to most of the games. Your daughters, your family's very into the school as well. Do you feel it's back? I mean, can you feel?
You can feel it.
You
It's
can?
a big difference this year. I mean, in the beginning, I was skeptical, obviously.
Right. They look at the start.
One
They're
and
like,
three,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go again.
Right.
It's going to be another year. But no, you can just see every game they just got better.
Little better,
and better.
better.
And better. They never slipped. They never went backwards. You just saw that it was consistent,
I mean, how
progression.
exciting is everyone for next year? I mean,
they're not just the overwhelming dominant team that's just going to come and blow everybody away. You know that every game it could go either way. I mean, you're going to play the Utes. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you're playing. Anything could happen now. But At
with
least
Sam
you're walking in the stadium a contender. You got a
Exactly.
chance.
And with Sam Darnold, you got to just
Poised,
you
man.
have him for at least 2 more years. He can't leave anywhere for another 2 years.
Well, what I like about is the involvement. For years, we've had to watch unsportsmanlike conduct and
Yuck.
players
Oh,
getting kicked
God.
out of the game. At the beginning of the year, it was a total shit show. But he never lost his calm. He never called out the players. He stuck to what was going on. And by the 5th game, you weren't seeing that anymore. You weren't seeing people stepping
Right.
under the players' nuts. You weren't seeing people getting kicked out
Yep.
playing with fouls. You weren't seeing 9 penalties.
They could
a
feel something changing.
Right. This guy was for real. They
He's
bought
leading.
in. This guy's for real. It's up to you guys, but I'm here.
Did you see him in the third quarter when he's on the sideline and things aren't going right? He was so
Right?
cool.
So calm, cool.
I wouldn't have been, I can tell you that.
So yes, they're back. I think it was huge for recruiting. But and the other thing that is a result of this is they now have depth. They're able to rotate linemen. This is why they won the 4th quarter. In the years of those sanctions where they did not have the scholarship,
their bench
they
was
could
just
not
so
win the
depleted.
4th quarter.
Shit, they couldn't get hit through half the third.
Right?
They were
Yeah.
just
Could
out
not
of gas.
They could not win the 4th quarter. They
Yeah.
gave up a lot of leads in the 4th quarter because they didn't have that depth. They have it now, and they're going to go on a run for quite a while. They've got a lot of underclassmen, and if a couple guys come back, they're going to be in really good shape.
They're going to be in good shape for recruiting, too.
Now,
Sir.
you talked about earlier before the show, man. Big Ten, we thought they were the premier conference coming into this, especially the bowl games here. What, they went 3-7. Knocker says 3-6 or
Yeah, I
something
think
like
so,
that.
something like that,
You got
yeah.
Michigan losing to Florida State, Ohio State getting shut out, Iowa getting embarrassed. I mean, did the committee have it wrong?
Absolutely, they had it wrong. I told you when they picked Ohio
So
State, they had
Washington
it wrong.
shouldn't have been there.
No. the
Okay, no, don't be like
Ah!
that.
No.
No, because you're playing your Pac-12 bias card
No,
here.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
You don't win your conference. You don't get in. Washington should have been there. They
Oh,
won
really?
a major
Really?
conference.
They showed it. They looked like they should have been there, Knocker.
Dude.
What a good representation of the Pac-12.
It was a good
Great job.
it
They
was-
put up a lot of points in that one.
Can I tell you the truth now? Because you don't know what the hell you're talking about
Oh,
right
really?
now.
I love
no,
it.
you don't. You don't.
Really?
That game was played on Washington's side of the field the entire game. Alabama had 9 possessions starting at the 50-yard line or better and put
Whose
up.
fault is that?
That's just field position. I'm not.
That's Alabama's defense controlling the field position of Washington.
Yes.
So it's Alabama's fault that they played well and got the ball to 50 instead of the
No,
15.
they didn't play well.
Shut up!
They did not play well. Washington's offense was not enough to win that game. I will grant you that.
Washington's offense was enough to win at home against USC. They got their ass smacked. They shouldn't have been there, Knocker. There's no reason.
What SEC?
They got there because of luck of schedule and
No.
because they won the Pac. Yes.
What SEC team played Alabama better?
I'm not saying
You
another
don't
SEC
know,
team.
do you?
I'm not saying another
You
SEC
don't
team
know.
should have been there.
You don't know.
You're taking
They
out of
scored-
context what I'm
they-
saying.
No, they scored a touchdown on an ill-advised pass at the end of the first half, or it would have been 10-7 at halftime.
Oh, my
It
God.
would have been 10-7. You should not have thrown that pass. That's 7 points for the defense. Another turnover inside the red zone. They only got 3 points. Alabama did not look like world
If
beaters.
you're gonna bash
Washington
another conference,
deserved to
bash
be
the
there.
Pac-12. They
Washington
went
deserved
3
to
and
be
3
there
in
more
bowl
than
games.
Ohio State. Ohio State shit the bed. They had no business being there. So maybe
Ohio
Oklahoma
State had no
should have
business
been there.
being there.
No.
But Washington did, right?
Yes, they did.
Oh my God!
Absolutely, they
Listen
did.
to shit come out of a mouth anymore. I can't listen to it anymore.
You have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
because Washington was a good showing, right? Way to
I
represent
think
the Pac-12.
Washington was a good
Oh,
showing.
yeah.
24-7.
Oh, yeah.
It's better than 56
Yeah,
to
it's great showing.
Better than 52
Good
to 6.
job.
Better than all the other SC teams that
Good
got
job.
beat by 20 points by Alabama.
Good job. Florida State should have
Right
been there,
there.
right? Florida State should have been there.
Saying. You're wrong. You're wrong.
You want to duke it
Florida
out outside?
State,
You want to go
Florida
wrestle?
State shouldn't have been there. They didn't win the conference.
Let's go. I'll suplex your
Florida
ass
State
right
shouldn't have been
outside.
there. They didn't win the conference. The only other team that should have been there was Oklahoma, who won the Big 12. You don't get to the playoffs if you don't win your conference. They didn't. Not only did they not win their conference, they didn't even win their division, and they got hammered 31-0. 31-0. in the semifinals. Penn State would not have got beaten 31-0. I guarantee you that. You don't win your division, you don't get in. You don't win your conference, you don't get in. Period.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
If we're going to do that, let's go back to just having the bowl games on New Year's Day, and then they vote for who's number one. Because that's exactly what you're doing now. You're voting who gets in instead of giving credence to
You've
conferences.
worn your Pac-12 hat for so many years on the show. So many years.
It has nothing to do with the Pac-12. If you want to take Oklahoma over Washington, fine. At least they won.
I would have taken Penn State over freaking Washington.
Fine.
Okay.
But give me 4 conference champions. Do not give me a
Why
team
do I need a
that
conference
finishes
champion
third.
to get into a why? Why do I need that?
Why have
Because-
conferences?
Why have conferences?
Exactly. Why?
Right. Well, that's the way it's set up. You have a conference.
Let's all just play, and where you finish is where you finish.
You know what? What if Dallas would have finished 10-6 and won the East, and then they just would have said, you know what? The Redskins finished 9-7, but they're hot at the end. They're a better team.
No,
that's
not even a good
exactly what they
comparison.
did.
No.
It's exactly what they did.
No.
It is exactly
No.
what they did. Penn State won the conference, but we think you're better, so we're going to take you.
Well, yeah, you're saying we think.
What sport does
We
a
say
conference or division champion not make the
saying
playoffs?
we think
Give
you're
me
better
one
is
other
different
sport.
than you're hot right now.
Give
so
me
we'll take
one
you.
other sport anywhere where the conference champion and or division champion doesn't make the playoffs.
The whole problem is
Give me
strength
one
of
sport.
conference.
Give me one sport that has what? How many conferences are there in college football?
There's
12, a baker's dozen.
But there's Big Five.
So now you're just excluding other conferences?
At this point, with only 4
Oh, yeah.
teams, yes.
Okay, so there's 5 major conferences?
Yes.
Okay, so most sports have 2. An East and
Yes,
a West.
with 4 divisions within them.
An East and a West.
With 4 divisions within them.
Okay.
Ohio State didn't even win their division. They did not even win their division. They had no business
Who's
being
showing
in
bias?
the playoff.
You want to just get to
Ohio
the main game?
Stater.
You want to just get to the
Clemson's
national-
gonna
Dr.
win.
Rob on Twitter said, now who needs a bong hit?
Right. Right.
Stick
Knock-
your Buckeye, you know
Right,
where.
We got the Clemson Alabama National Championships getting -6 spread in Vegas. It's pretty much stayed there. It's kind of got to 6.5 over under 51. What are your thoughts, real quick, to finish out the show?
I
What
like
do you got?
Clemson and I like the over.
Clemson in the over.
Yeah, I think Clemson's going to beat them.
I kind of like Clemson too because I like revenge games. I like teams coming back for revenge games. I'm going to
They're
go with Clemson.
very hot
Payback's
right now.
a bitch.
And then
Yeah,
you have,
payback
you,
is a
you have
bitch.
you've changed your offensive coordinators, which I don't really think is going to make that much difference. But I think Lane Kiffin's a better coordinator for Alabama than Sarkisian's going to be. It's very odd.
You think the over?
What?
No, I like the under in this because I don't
Kiffin's gone, I thought.
think. Yeah, Sark's calling
Hello?
the game. Yeah,
That's what I'm
Sark's
saying.
calling the
Kiffin's
game.
gone and Sark's calling
Yeah,
the game.
Sark's
I think
calling the
Kiffin's
game.
a better coordinator for Alabama. He knows all the players. He knows what they do. He knows their strengths. He knows their personalities. And they've won 26 games in a row, or 23
Well, let's
games
go
in a row with
Tigers,
him.
right? Let's go Tigers.
Yeah, I'm hoping Clemson wins.
All right, let's go
I
Tigers.
think
All
it'd be
right,
good
now.
for college football if they win.
All right, cool. We finished on time tonight. I like that.
You guys
We're going
agreed
over.
on something.
I know.
God damn.
My God. All right, Knock. Why agree on something? It was good to be back in 2017. You're an ignorant, whatever slut.
Yeah.
All right, Knock. Let's.
Just a sweet transvestite.
That's right, Knock. That's right. All right, guys. I want to thank our sponsors again, Fireman's Brew, JuicyWhip.com. Guys, check them out today. Renee, you can throw something on to get me out of here. Thank you, Renee, for coming in from the 1s and 2s.
Yeah, man, always.
Knocker will be back, same bat channel, same bat place next week.
Yes, sir.
We'll cover the rest of the games next week. Again, make sure you guys check us on iTunes. Spread the word. Tell a friend about the show. iHeartRadio as well, Stitcher Radio, and YouTube. Steve-O, thanks for checking in, man.
Happy New Year.
Miss you. Happy New Year, everybody. We'll be back next week. Be good humans. We love you guys all.
Then.